Good morning, everybody, and welcome to our first of 3 live broadcasts. Our big one is going to be tonight at 9 o'clock. Let me just take a little peek. And see who's here. Now, I can't see who's watching this on YouTube, on my Facebook page, or my LinkedIn page. And for those of you that are, I encourage you, if you haven't registered for my December boot camp, I urge you to do it, because not only is December the last month of the year, but there are new things that we're going to be sharing with all of you specifically that apply in the month of December that are going to have amazing results for all of you. Now, there's only 13 days until Christmas. 13 days. And there are some posting gifts that work like magic that will attract people to you, that will help you build the relationship. Now, leading up to Christmas, and then some of these same strategies and scripts will work between Christmas and New Year's Eve like you can't believe. You have 19 days until New Year's Eve. And where you're going to be on New Year's Eve is going to be determined by the number of people you talk to and who those people know. Follow the scripts and strategies we lay out for you, and you can ring in 2023 with a larger team and at a higher rank. 2023 is going to be a new year, but it is also going to provide you with new opportunities to build your business. Now, for many of you, where success has eluded you, has escaped you, that's all about to change. We're here to help you rank advance before New Year's Eve and to really make a big impact on the size of your business and help you ring in the new year. You're absolutely going to want to jump on LinkedIn. Now, LinkedIn has made some changes and have added new features that are going to make it easier to build your business in December. Now, last night, we introduced this, and tonight we're going to dig a little deeper. What you can do is you can do a LinkedIn search of your existing connections to determine who to follow up with and use the project launch strategies and scripts that we're going to be introducing in bootcamp. And our second session of bootcamp tomorrow night is where we're going to lay out the variations. So you can go into your network, pull out the people that you're already connected with. Here's an example. One of my students had 2,400 connections. And when we went in and did a search, 325 were looking, 96 were seeking, 37 were searching, 14 were open. And that represented 472 people, or 20% of their existing connections are open to something new. And there are, as I said, 5 different variations of the project launch script that we're going to be introducing in bootcamp. Additionally, LinkedIn has moved notifications, or has moved invitations to notifications. So there are new steps that you have to take to manage your notifications to make sure you get what you're looking for. Additionally, LinkedIn has a new inbox. Now, some of you have it, many of you don't. And when LinkedIn determines that they want to open it up in your area, they will make it available to you. So many people are joining LinkedIn and are pushing opportunities and websites and pushing links on people that LinkedIn is now starting to warn people when you click on something and you leave the LinkedIn platform, you're doing it at your own risk. Because there are a lot of bad actors that are now jumping on LinkedIn. One last change, which is huge. And for all of you that are in boot camp, when you add a new position, what LinkedIn is doing now is they're prompting you to share your new position with your network. This is going to open all of you to opportunities to start conversations. This is huge. Now, Facebook, on the other hand, oh my God. Oh my God. Now, I've been aware for the last few weeks that Facebook has made some changes. And working with many of my coaching students in December, we're going to come up with a complete explanation and tutorial for everybody. We're going to include it in our January boot camp, but we're going to make people aware of it this month because some of you can jump in and start using it. They've added a professional mode. You get paid for some of your content. You can grow your audience. And what they're doing is they're going to allow you to expand the number of people that you're connected to. They're pulling out all the stops so you can have as many followers as you want. I'm not going to jump into all of it today. We're going to discuss it, some of it, tomorrow night in boot camp. Now, you can recruit like crazy using simple attraction marketing strategies and scripts to literally go out and connect with people that you know in advance would be interested in what you're doing. The first thing that happens, first thing, is you need to have a working profile that will work for you. Because if you don't have a working profile that people can see, what good is your profile? So first, I'm going to jump over to Facebook, and when you use their professional version, they're giving you all kinds of new tools. We're going to get into all of these, like I said, in boot camp. And you're going to be able to tell the people that are using Facebook Professional if you can see the number of followers that they have. So I'm going to jump over here to LinkedIn. All right, so Sammy, you're new. Let me see if you are you on LinkedIn?
Sorry.
I said I try to find you on LinkedIn.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, my name is Sally. The registration is for my boss. His name is Sammy Flanders. Yes, I'm with LinkedIn. My name there is, would you like me to write it down or, but yeah, my name is Sally, Sally. And then the last name is Tribbiana.
Okay, I got the first three letters. What's the rest?
Tri, B for Bravo, Iana.
Okay, so it looks like there's two pages. Is one of these yours?
Let me check. Well, there was a problem with the LinkedIn before. I actually had, this is my 7th account. The first ones, my original was taken down, and the following accounts, until I had some trainings, or not trainings, but coaching with Tira Green.
Hmm?
Yeah, so she gave me guidelines on how to go by LinkedIn slowly. And now, well, I see that everything's being friendly to me right now. Because the first ones that I got, the cancer I got after my original LinkedIn account was canceled or taken down, like three days only after making that for 3 days. So those were taken out.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Why do you suppose they were taken down?
Oh, okay. So one thing I've learned is not to be trigger happy, requesting requests.
Gotcha.
So
Now
that's where, yeah, that's where the loophole was.
Gotcha. So you were one of those people that just got on there and started going connect.
Right, right. That's what I did. I thought that was just okay, and until, yeah, they took down the account.
Yeah, it doesn't take very long. So Sally, let me ask you a question. You said your Sammy is your boss.
Yeah.
How is your boss
Mhm.
On LinkedIn?
No. We're into funding business,
Okay.
and so I manage both. I manage his business. I do lead generation through Facebook and LinkedIn. So this is my 7th account, and hopefully it will last and will stay with me.
Well, yeah. So are either one of these your current LinkedIn page that you're going to be using?
Hold on. I'm actually not seeing it very well.
So one is a funding consultant at Assure Funding.
Yes, funding consultant at Assure Fundings. That's me.
Okay, so let's take a look at, what you're doing. So number one, you can see when we look at your profile in a search
Mhm.
that you have the follow button as opposed to what you really want is the connect button. And let's look at your profile. All right, so now you're in the Philippines?
Yes.
Okay. And you're giving people a link to your Facebook page.
Right.
And so you can see you're using the professional
Mm-hmm.
version of Facebook.
Yep.
But if we come over here and we try to learn more about you, for all intents and purposes, you're invisible.
Mm.
So for that reason, we can, and the other thing is, of course, we can see all the people that you're following. Now, your friends are, when you have a connection, when you have a friend, they automatically follow you. Now, scrolling down this list here, for example, you got Eric here. And you can't see his picture.
Yeah.
And for all intents and purposes, but you can still see his friends. So there are going to be some new elements, new things that you can do with Facebook. But when it comes to leads, you're looking for okay, so you were a virtual assistant before you started to do this.
Yes.
And
Actually, they hired me as a virtual assistant. The funding consultant position is just a name that we made so people would recognize what I'm doing.
okay. So you're handling the business for Sammy Flanders,
Correct.
but is Sammy Flanders on LinkedIn?
No, before I was using his account after mine was taken down, but after using his account for say a week, it was taken down too.
Hmm. I see.
Yeah,
Well,
because I'm doing same thing.
right. And so this is the ripple effect of what happens. And folks, so you're getting a little bit of an idea of what's going on in the background. People are jumping on LinkedIn. They're reaching out. They're starting to make all kinds of connections. And they're just doing a search. So on LinkedIn right now, and the number changes all the time. You got 1.2 million people on LinkedIn that are looking for an opportunity. Now, what these people are doing is they're jumping on here, which is what our friend was doing. And she's coming over and she's going connect, 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 connect. And it doesn't take very long, a day or 2 days. And what are they doing? They're canceling the account. Looking for a side hustle. And so you've got 3,600 people that have the word side hustle in their profile. Now, they could be either looking for an opportunity or they could be open for one. So let's see how many people on LinkedIn are now using the term side hustle. And you've got 4,600 people. Now, if we go over to Sales Navigator, you can find the people that are more active. But I want to share with you something here. If we wanted to find the people on LinkedIn that are in sales, I want you to notice there's another little element here. Which is new. It's new. So I did a search for sales. There's 59 million people, but all of a sudden LinkedIn is adding another piece of information. They're bringing up my connections. So it's telling me that if I look for salespeople, I got 59,100,000, but I have 5,238 connections. Well, this is new. This is new. This wasn't here on Friday. So if I go 5,238. So if I go over my network, first level, so here they are. Now, I had this checked off. Huh? It's bringing it up. I told you every time. I told all of you that are in boot camp, every day, LinkedIn is going to be making changes. They're going to be making it easier for all of you to talk to people, build your business. Social networking law number one, what you see is what you get. Now, I'm going to pop over here to my message area. All right, and I'm going to pop down here a little bit. Now, this is the kind of nonsense that is starting to take place on LinkedIn that you have to be aware of. So I get a connection request from Alice. She's semi-retired. Now, I think what's kind of interesting is she's got 5,100 followers. Not much information here. Now, when you spend a little bit of time on here, you're going to be able to recognize the people that you want to just forget. You know, you can't mess with these people. You don't have time. So I accepted her connection request on Friday. How are you doing today? So I wrote back in the afternoon, I'm having a wonderful day. How about you? Now, you ask somebody a question, they're going to answer it. They're going to come back, ask you the same question. You want to know what people do? Ask them what they do. They're going to come back and answer what you do. So I sent this at 3:07. I'm having a wonderful day. How about you? She goes, am doing great. I'm Alice, 40 years of age. What about you, my dear? Red flag. Red flag. As soon as you get anything like that, forget about it, drop it, talk to somebody else. This is a waste of your time. And to prove my point, I'm so bad sometimes. So I wrote back, she wanted to know how old I am. Well, I'm 76, okay? But I lied, I'm 40. And then I said, you're very pretty. What do you do? So she goes, I was a contact nurse, but I'm not working at the moment due to an accident I had some months ago on my way back from work. But thank God I'm able to walk and do things now, hoping to recover. What's about you? Okay. So to keep the conversation alive, I have an internet business and try to spend as much time as I can sailing. What kind of accident did you have? I got knocked down by a car. And then she asks what is a typical manipulative question that is not professional at all. Do you live alone? Next thing, she's going to want to know what I'm wearing. Okay. Do you live alone? That had to hurt. Glad you're on the mend. Yes, I do live alone. Do you? Now, do you live in your own house or rent an apartment like I do over here? Enough. If you can't keep your conversation on business, you have to move on. And the sooner you recognize, for those of you that have been on Facebook for any length of time, fellas, you're getting these things all the time. You're getting connection requests from people from the Orient, from different countries. They're all bogus. You have no idea who these people are or what's behind the profile. Now I could come back over here to my messages and I could just scroll down. Here's another one. Chief Financial Officer. Chief Financial Officer. You could almost tell by looking at the pictures, just like on Facebook. Now, what's interesting is she's got 115 followers. So basically, here's what's happened. Anybody can take your profile, copy everything on it, put up another picture. It doesn't even have to be them. All right, so she reached out to me. She's trying to get me in a conversation. The sooner you recognize the people, and I've already heard from a number of students that have already heard from the other one. All right. So this is what it's all about. At the end of the day, it's all about connecting with people that clearly have a need that you could identify. Now, Bob writes, Facebook Pro requires 1,000 followers. Possibly. And actually, both LinkedIn and Facebook historically in December and January all roll out new things. They're redeveloping their systems. And so all of you, and for those of you that are participating in the December boot camp, we're going to peel back the available systems that you can be using today, taking advantage of any new ones, and put you in a position where you're talking to the right people. If you're talking to the right people, you want to be talking to people that clearly need what you have. So, connecting with people, and I have to say this. 2 years ago, when COVID hit, people were locked out of their jobs. Companies are shutting down. And when somebody, for example, Peloton, perfect example, they're letting people go. You could jump on LinkedIn. You could find somebody that works for Peloton. Find out that they were laid off last month. Now, if they were laid off last month, they're also connected to a lot of other people that were laid off. So when you bring somebody into your business, they can immediately go back to their existing coworkers. Talk to them about your business. Okay? So we're going to be back at 4 o'clock, and we're going to kind of dig a little deeper. We're still looking at profiles. We're not going to be looking at conversations today. Tonight at 9 o'clock, we have a special broadcast. And we're here to help all of you expand your network, talk to people, bring people into your business before the end of the year. But the power of what I'm teaching you is when you're talking to the right people, they will immediately be able to bring in their friends. All right. Jules, I told you I'd give you a call today. Are you available for a quick call right now?
Max, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Are you available for a quick call? All
Yes, sir.
right, I'll give you a call in about 2 minutes.
Okay, thank you, sir.
As for the rest of you, if you're not talking to 10 or 20 people every day, you could be.